Scott.
Hi.
Alright, so today we're here to speak about your performance for the season.
Okay.
And before we start, I'm just going to say that all the information that you tell me and we speak about is going to be confidential, so no one's going to know about this on your team, your manager, just me.
Okay. Awesome.
Take a seat. Right, so before this, I got you to fill out a form for me, which is 10 qualities. So these are passing, confidence on the ball, dealing with pressure, stamina, shooting, dribbling, tackling, receiving the ball, not arguing with other players, and strength when you're on the ball. And what I got you to do was rate yourself from 1 to 10. And most of the scores here are pretty varied, so there's an even amount, like the scores, some of them are pretty good, some of them are not so good. I can see straight away that your passing is pretty good, you've rated that an 8. I'd rate you about the same as well, because I've seen your performance and you've got a good accurate passing and it's pretty good. You're not arguing with other players as well, so which is also good. I'd rate you about the same, which you've rated yourself an 8. I'd rate you the same as well, because you're usually the one trying to calm down other players.
Okay.
And I'd say you're receiving the ball as well. That's pretty good. I mean, you've rated yourself a 7. I'd agree with that. I've seen you, like your first touches and everything with the ball is really good. So you've wrote all these down as your strengths.
Yeah.
And you said that you're good with your long passing as well as your short passing, which I agree. I mean, I've seen you play in competitions, matches, and I think you're pretty decent. They're always accurate. I mean, they always go to the people you want to go to. And you always pass the ball into space, so then if someone's running onto it, you're passing it through to them, creating an opportunity for them to go on and potentially score.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty good thing about your game. Not arguing with other players. I think when players retaliate, which sometimes it can do in competitive football, you're usually the one that calms everyone down, relaxes people instead of like instigating it and just carrying it on. You pull players to the side, stop them from arguing, and usually like the calm one of the team. Now with your receiving of the ball, I think you shield the ball pretty well when you receive the ball, so it stops other people, the opposition, from trying to get the ball. It makes it difficult for them to get the ball, obviously. And I think when you receive the ball as well, your first touch is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, it stays close to your feet, you're not losing control of the ball when you touch it first. And I think that's a pretty good thing in your game. So now we're going to move on to your weaknesses, which your first weakness was confidence on the ball. I think sometimes you take too long on the ball, and this is a bad thing because your opposition can close in on you, put pressure on you, which means you're going to end up losing the ball.
Yeah.
And if they're in a good position, or if you're in your own half, that means it puts your defenders under immediate pressure. It means if they're closer to your goal, it means they can potentially score. So I think you need to improve on that. I think sometimes as well you struggle to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, your passing's obviously decent. That's probably one of the better things about your game. But maybe other decisions, like maybe tackling, I think maybe shooting as well sometimes is not very, you're not very confident. And also, I think if you keep losing the ball, the other team obviously going to gain possession, they're going to probably score. I mean, and it puts your defence under pressure, and they don't want that really. I think a way you could work on improving this is film your performance, and you should then watch yourself back, try and think of ways to improve this.
Yeah.
Or you could look at your performance, and then you could look at all the good things about your performance, and then this will make you more confident about when you go into an actual game, when you compete against other teams, because then you see all the good things you do whilst you're on the ball, so it'll give you the confidence then to go and make the right decisions when you're on the ball. Okay. Your other weakness is dealing with pressure. If someone's putting pressure on you, then sometimes you lose the ball, you make a mistake, especially if you're running down a line and someone's running with you. I mean, like sometimes you like trip up on the ball, and yeah, you make mistakes and they get the ball off of you. Another thing that I saw was you struggle with pressure obviously quite a lot. It's going to have a negative effect on you as well as your team.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're going to lose the ball in either your half or their half, no matter where it is. They're going to get possession, and they could potentially counter-attack you, hit you on the break, which means your team's more reliable to the other team scoring.
Yeah.
I think a way to work on this and improve this would be to add defenders, and what you have to do is score within an amount of time, because if obviously if there's an amount of time added to it,
Yeah.
then it'll make you want to score more. And if you don't score within the time limit, then there should be like some kind of you have to do something, like I don't know, maybe like run around the pitch a couple of times, maybe something else. But yeah, you have to do some kind of forfeit if you don't score in time. This will give you this will make you want to score quicker,
Yeah.
get your team forward, and yeah, I think that's about it really. I mean, what do you think? Do you think I've given you good
Yeah.
advice?
I think everything on there is right, to be
Yeah.
honest.
All right, that's done then.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.